Hey, you move so fucking.
And he moved on. David is always, but he moved on.
I know. Sleeps like you.
Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's Syracuse taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill here today, Monte Veras. What do you look for here?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Batting second, center fielder, number 73.
And now the center fielder, Michael Spence. And that is out of play. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Alfred Hernandez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One away with a runner at third. And another ball. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First baseman, number 3.
2 on, 1 out. Enfield now at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. Orioles due up in the first. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Andy Burdick.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Bottom of the first. Now here is Jose Castilla.
Number 56.
Burdick goes 6'1", 180 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Just
that ball went out.
There's a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hammered on a line to left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Fouled off left side. Castilla gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Pickoff move to first. Castilla back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So digging in, Tomas Ramirez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The pitch. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first.
That one missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
3-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball. 2 strike.
lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Veras back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Popped up. Navarro has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now it's going to be Juan Campaneris.
Number 54.
First offering, and it just misses. Veras, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Murray puts it away, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Charles Mullins. There's the strike.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Swings and misses, struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and into the box for Baltimore, Mark Garrett. Birdie, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Right through there for a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
And there's the ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
This to third. Tosses across to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd.
Batting 6th, designated hitter, number 18.
Digging in, Johnny Frost. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 7th, first baseman,
So
number
up next,
15.
Drew Duncan. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And that one is inside, ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back.
Leading
New
off,
inning getting
third
started.
baseman,
Now the third
number
baseman,
1.
Sean Carlton. That one in there across the letters.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
A little bit low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And he chases that one below the zone. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Next is the designated hitter, Ryan Lindstrom, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. One out, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. Murray grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure.
Yeah,
the pitcher's his friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Burkhardt at the plate now. That's ball 1. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs. Just missed.
That's inside.
Michael Spence waiting for a turn at the plate. Foul ball. Top of the third, no score. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Spence. Clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. And that misses.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side. That can end up in the dirt. A good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back here in Baltimore, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now Tom Hughes. Just missed. And strike one to the catcher.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Jose Carrera. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Nice curveball for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 down, base is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mullins settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 56.
And now Jose Castilla. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a strike. And a breaking ball misses outside. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Spence hauls it in to end the inning.
Would you rather do that than snuggle him?
On to the 4th, still scoreless.
Nope.
Back now at Oriole Park. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Alfred Hernandez.
Okay, let me touch it stick.
Hernandez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Richie Enfield. He's 0 for 1. The other way, and that's just foul. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
4th inning underway, no score. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Saldana stands in now and watches strike 1. And it's fouled away. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
That ball's foul.
That one almost got him.
Inside. Full count.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if His run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, number 54.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Campaneris in the box now. No balls and a strike. Strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Pitch misses there. Going to count 1 and 2. And a curve misses outside. Saldana off of first with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Manuel Navarro. That one fouled off.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a curve is down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him swinging on the curveball. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ramirez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Next offering misses down and away.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Murray in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Veras back to work. Outside low. And that is ball one.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
So up next,
Now
Sean
batting,
Carlton.
number 1.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's hard hit on the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lindstrom, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. In the air, out towards left center. Hauls it in, 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Gerard
number
Burkhart.
53.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Ball one there. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Next offering is downstairs. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 outs, runner on first. And now, Michael Spence. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mark Garrett. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is outside. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Stepping in, Drew Duncan. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Still behind. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Leading off, second baseman, number 83.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at bat.
And that one missing low. On the ground, Carrara whips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Richie Enfield getting ready to hit.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely, it's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go. He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Monte Veras out of the game, and he exits in line for the loss, but overall he pitched pretty well. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Eric Golden.
Number 12.
On for his major league.
As a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Next to hit, Sergio Saldana. That's in there. It's 0-1. Enfield leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside. The shortstop takes the ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Right side. And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Campaneris up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runners at first. And second with 1 gone, and we're in the top half of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out.
That's in. Ball 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's too low. And that's ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground, could be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Now batting, number 12.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play 1 step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Mullins will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. That one misses, and that's ball 1. 1 out, bases full. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And fouled off. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess
Now
out there, and now forces
1.
home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here's the third baseman, Sean Carlton. Fought off foul. Bases loaded, 1 away. And that one lifted in the air center field. Castilla under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they're up by 3. So now Ryan Lindstrom.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Hard hit right side. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. On to the bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Tom Hughes. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a foul ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they had their first hit since the first inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either. He's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Carrara takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
So I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
You over at first with 1 away. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Now it's going to be Manuel Navarro, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1. The Orioles trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed. Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Popped up right side. Enfield settles under it and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. And the Orioles leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fransky.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Burkhardt leading things off and takes a strike. Fransky, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Murray hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Spence now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Kenny Haas, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Chassin also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And a 1-2. Swings over the splitter for strike 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, number 26.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Monroe.
Now pitching, number 15.
Swinging a foul straight back. Monroe, a 6-foot lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
To the right side. One up, one down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Murray, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Mark Garrett digs in now. Strike on the inside corner. Murray, the base runner at first with 1 out. That misses, and the count even 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. 1 out, and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In for a strike. It's 2-2. Stays alive. Man at second. That misses. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. New pitcher on here, Max Kingman. Frost up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
1-1.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
2-2 count.
Good job to fight that one off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now the batter now, Drew Duncan. And there's a strike. Just missed. First and second, 2 down. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One runs in. Garrett headed for the plate. Head for a slide, and he's safe. And now they trail by 1.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Nope. The next to hit takes high for ball 1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the first baseman, Richie Enfield. Bransky back to work. Foul ball there. And ball 1.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And now the count is even. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Next to hit, Sergio Saldana. First pitch just misses. That one missed.
2-0.
There's a strike. 2-1 now. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one ripped. Murray going back. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Tried to take on the wind and left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Campaneris in the box now. No balls and a strike. Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit.
And that is that. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Jose Carrara.
Number 39.
New pitcher now, Johnny Pierce.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
In the air, foul off first. And there's one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And next for the Orioles, Jose Castilla.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out to center field. Spence makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Navarro in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And a base hit right there. Throws to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Really important at bat coming up now.
Tomas Ramirez, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
To third, Carlton. Slings it across. Third out. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. The Wolves have the lead. 3-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Pablo Santiago.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Charles Mullins now at the plate.
Number 12.
That one misses. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. George Chassin up and loosening in the pen. Haas getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. And a quick out, number 1. Now the third baseman, Sean
Number
Carlton.
1.
And that's in for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So now the DH spot, Ryan Lindstrom. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Now batting, number
Ryan
53.
Lindstrom with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Gerard Burkhart will hit next. Substitution being made at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, Chris Rodriguez. And there's a foul ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Strike two.
Well, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable.
Carrara flips for one, and that's two. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. The Wolves lead 3-2. Back here in Baltimore, here's the left fielder, Hans Marie. Mariano Escalera on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And takes low for ball one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. Mark Garrett, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's the strike. Out to short, Saldana. Now only 1 out remaining.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Frost in the box now. Takes strike one.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Escalera is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
My laces, I scale mountains, I sail